I was pretty excited when the Alberta TLC dropped.
And then I went to go get my Alberta and realized something. I didn't have one on officials. What I had was like a little baby sitting there. He wasn't at the subspecies that I wanted, so I rebate him, but he was just a little juvenile anyways. I went with the +5 armor because I kind of wanted to lean a little bit more into like the block and check it out. That, and honestly, I like the way it looked the best. But in all honest truth, I really thought that the plus attack looked really skinny and had like a little bristle brush tail. And the other one was the plus stamina, which was actually something I probably should have considered. But I just, honestly, I know, arbitrary, but I like the way this one looked best. Look how adorable I am. This is not sped up. I'm just running so quickly. See how much of this I could remember before I put my hood back on. You didn't hear me, but I screamed. That was a literal jump scare. I know I am in Alberta, but I don't trust other Albertas. Oh, he's just a little guy. I used to be purple too. Now I'm like this really cool green color. I like it. I wonder if it's random or if it actually just depends on what subspecies you pick. Depends on what color your baby is. Lakeweed is so unnerving to get as a juvie. It turns a simple weed into like an aquatic adventure. Good God, why is that critter side-eyeing me so hard? I'm so tiny that I almost took up my whole entire stand bar just to cross that. I sat down and didn't even see this little guy next to me. Look at him, he's just freaking out. Oh, you'll die. I'm gonna get back kick eventually, but I think for starters, charge would help me escape as a little one. And I'm broke. Oh my God, these critters, man. I always get so nervous when I'm this close to leveling to the next stage. Did I chase him off? Did it do enough damage? Oh, and I made it to the next stage. I just needed to stall for time. Okay, we've reached a point of going for back kick now. I came for the water, but I'm trying to figure out if I want to get involved in the chaos or not.
same critters every time.
Alright, it looks like it's just a bunch of babies out there that I can see.
All right, so one trophy and a couple of quests later, we've finally reached it. And now, to get what we've been wanting. Yes. And I'm going to try with the Vengeful Roar first, just to give it a try, see how it does. But we're also going to get enraged, because that feels really good. Now back to the home cave. Excuse me, pardon me. Seriously? Seriously? Alright, that's enough fun. I wonder if that's the same bird. I probably should have started this a little earlier. And why do things like Alberta, Medri, and Aloe need reeds to build their nest? Why? This whole situation has me thinking about how, like, sometimes, like, parents will let their kids just go crazy in a grocery store or something and just be like, ah, just let them do it. But also at the same time, I never really know what's going on behind the computer. And just a quick look at how much the reflect damage and my few little headbutts managed to get the DASP down. And just in case you wondered how much damage one kick to a conch does, I'm gonna try charge. I have to admit it's not exactly my first choice. I mean, obviously it makes sense, pretty good sense with like Pigno, obviously, and Packy a good hunk of the time. But I haven't really tried it, so I figured I would. I figured if I use it, it's gonna be more for like catching up and or getting away. I figured that would be mostly what would really benefit from Alberta. And forgive me, I know what I'm in here to do. I'm just looking at everything else too. I'm also going to switch to off guard. Give that a try. And enrage. Okay, let's try that. Initially, to be honest, I was really upset with the Alberta TLC. I thought it really felt like the shadow buff of Aquilo, and Latin was way better than what Alberta initially wound up with, but after a little bit of playing around, I found something that I think works for me. For me, the pivot was an absolute must and a complete game changer, as it really kind of stopped that tail riding. That was really annoying me initially. There's still a few things that I need to try, but I really feel like with pivot, either kick or charge is actually a really good pairing. And in fact, that's something I really need to do. I need to try pivot with charge, because with Alberta being so slow, I feel like charge could be very useful in helping catch up to speedier, enemies that try to run from you or to get away. I feel like it could be a really good pairing with pivot. Also need to give Solid Frill a good sporting go. Give that a try. See how I like that armor buff, because that armor buff is pretty insane. I think I just really liked that 50% added damage to counterattack on Razor's Crest. And the healing was nice too. I thought it paired up real nicely with Vengeful Roar. That reflect damage wasn't no joke either. Though yeah, I'll have to test it out more before I make up my mind. The biggest downside I see with the block is the fact that Alberta's kind of a shorty. So when it comes to the taller things, like you saw with the Titan, where it pretty much just reached over my frill entirely and bit my spine, I'm not 100% sure, but it doesn't seem like, I don't know if the block is working, even if they're standing in front of me and reaching over me. So that's something I'm gonna have to test a little bit. The other thing that I initially didn't understand with the block is that it only actually negates damage for 10 seconds. It's also only about 10% that it blocks, so it's good, but it's not as good if you just kind of keep holding it. There's a lot of times that symbol was popping up, and I think it was that little like frill with a line through it. It kind of gives you a heads up. I think what helped me adjust a little bit was the fact I wasn't an Alberta player prior, so I didn't have a whole lot of expectations about it. I can definitely understand why a lot of people might have been upset. I still don't think it would hurt to give Alberta 2 head slots. I mean, I don't think it would. Maybe increase the time on some of the other abilities, but I think 2 head slots would be nice. I'm still experimenting a little bit with Alberta. I wouldn't mind revisiting it once I've had a chance to really play with it, try just about everything and see how it goes. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just get bored and wander off, who knows. Either way, let me know your thoughts, your feelings. How do you feel about the Alberta? Do you have any suggestions that work for you? Other than that, it gave me a good excuse to grow Alberta on officials finally. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. Bye!